Any NFL receiver you model your game after?
No particular one receiver. I kind of watch a lot of them, watch different techniques from different guys, and try to see what's more comfortable for me and what I can incorporate in my game.
Any of the old Alabama receivers reach out to you, tell you what to expect during the process?
Calvin is one of my brothers that I played with, so that's a guy that I highly respect, and we have a personal relationship because we were in the room together. But I've talked to a couple of the guys and know what to expect.
Is it awesome going through this process with Jerry?
Yeah, definitely. That's my brother. We can talk about anything, kind of know what to expect together, and just help each other out.
You talked about Calvin. What kind of influence has he had on your career, and what advice has he given you through this process?
He's definitely just helped me with my confidence. So that's the biggest thing with him. Whenever he's talking to me, he's saying that I'm going to be better than him, or I'm going to be in the same position as him, and he doesn't let me get down or overthink anything.
What do you think his best quality is?
Just me being able to do everything just like everyone.
His ability, his route running, his hands. I feel like he's a complete receiver, and he does what he needs to do to make plays for his team. Yeah, of course. I played with him, so I know him personally. So that's somebody that I'm going to be watching. Well, we have a pretty good relationship with all the receivers that come back. When they come in, they talk to us and they give us tips and help us out with things. But I'm pretty sure with everybody in that room, or everybody that's been through that room, they want to be the best and want to be better than everybody. So Julio's numbers are exceptional, but I'm pretty sure everybody personally wants to do better.
Henry, I talked to your mom, and she claims a pretty good 40-time herself.
I knew you was going to say that.
Do you lend credence to that? Do you believe she ran that, and can you beat her time?
If you ask me, she never ran that time. I knew she was pretty fast. She used to run in the neighborhood and run against guys all the time and beat them. We used to race when I was younger, but of course I was younger and smaller, didn't really have long legs, didn't really know too much about running. So her track background kind of helped her out in that when we was just racing to the car at the grocery store or something like that. But ultimately, she'll tell you she knows she's not faster than me. Maybe at her prime she feels like it, but no.
Have you had any contact with the Patriots during this process? The Patriots?
I had a meeting with them last night. That went pretty good. It's just getting some information about me and just seeing how I am as a player and how I feel about myself confidently as a football player.
What do you learn during a meeting like that?
You just learn. You kind of learn different perspectives. You kind of get a feel for different guys and see what type of things they expect from you.
Outside of Eagles, what do you think?
I can't even tell you every team that I met with. I've met with numerous teams over the past 2 days. But with all of them, like I said, you just getting different perspectives of ball, different perspectives of how you go about the game and how to think about things.
What do they want to know from you?
Just what type of player I am coming in the locker room. Am I going to be a guy that they can trust?
Outside of speed, what do you think you bring?
I feel like I bring everything. I'm a playmaker. I don't pride myself on just speed. I want to be one guy that does everything on the field. I get downfield, try to block for my teammates because I expect them to do the same for me. And like I said, I play without the ball, and with the ball in my hands, I can make a play.
Henry, there's a lot of wide receivers in this year's draft class. What do you think about the group as a whole and the talent that they bring?
I feel like the group as a whole, all the receivers here are exceptional. Everybody had good careers at their respective colleges, and everybody is in the talk for, great things at the next level. Excuse me, but every guy is going in, with their own personal agendas, their own confidence, and they have to do what they have to do for themselves.
Have you had any?
Confident about your skill set?
I'm just confident in myself. I know. Like I said, I pride myself in being a complete player, and I know I can do everything on the field. So whatever I'm asked to do, I'll do it.
Have you had any conversations or relationships with Amari Cooper in the past?
That's not a guy that I talk to a lot or frequently because, I played with other receivers and that went through Alabama, so those are guys I have a personal relationship with, but I can say I had a couple talks with them.
Henry, what do you know about the Buffalo Bills?
I know that my old coach, Brian Daboll, is there, so, the system is not going to be too hard to adapt to if I was there.
What was your relationship like with him when he was at Alabama?
It was pretty good. I was a guy that I had to step into a role, as a freshman. I was playing backup behind Calvin. And I was just a guy that whenever he called my number, he knew that I was going to be there and ready to make a play.
Do you think he's a player's coach? How does he portray that?
Yeah, he definitely develops a relationship with his players and make sure that you grasp everything that he's saying.
What do you think you need to do to be the top receiver taken? I mean, your speed obviously separates you. What else do you want to showcase?
Like I said, I want to showcase everything. So I showcase my catching ability, my route running. It has picked up, over the years. And like I said, show that I'm a complete receiver and I can do everything that you need me to do.
There's a certain aspect of your game that is underrated, but we also talk about the speed.
Being a receiver, route running, creating space, in one-on-one situations, and understanding defenses.
Henry, is there something about your game that makes you ready to
Great receiver, very fast.
If you ask me, the biggest thing is confidence in the game. I know I'm not the biggest guy, but I'm not afraid to throw my body in with anybody.
Look at what Tyreek Hill's doing. Does that give you confidence?
Of course, he's a fast guy. He's not the biggest guy, so him being in that offense and making the plays that he's making, doing the things that he does, it gives me more confidence and shows that anybody can do anything. I have been in there. That's one that I can say that I know I've been in because my old coach is in there.
Other than James, what stands out to you about
it's all the NFL. They're all great teams. They all have different perspectives of how they want to do things and how they view me as a person and as a player myself. So, just going in it, like I said, I'm learning different things about everybody and learning different perspectives of the game.
Are you the fastest guy here in the industry?
If you was to ask me, yes, I'm always say I'm the fastest.
Henry, was it hard to give up on basketball?
Definitely. I still never let it go. If you would ask me to go to a gym right now, I'd say let's go. I put on my shoes and I'll be ready to go. Basketball was my first love and my passion at first. But overall, football ended up taking over, and that's where my head is.
What is your most talking about?
I can't tell you exactly every race she ran. I know she was a 100-meter runner. She ran the 200. She didn't really like the 400 too much. So I guess that's why I like to sprint and not run the distance races. But she ended up having an injury trying to do the hurdle, so I always call her clumsy for that.
What did she gave you or anything like you incorporated in your game?
I just get confidence from playing with her. Just like I said, we used to race to the car, race from the house, race in the street because that's what she always did. And just racing with her. Once I started to beat her, she'll tell me like, okay, you're gonna be able to run. You're gonna be able to run. So that helped me develop a lot of confidence.
Would you be the number one wide receiver coming off the board, and why?
I'm gonna always say yes because I'm not just a speed guy. I'm a complete receiver. I can do everything, and I'm ready to do whatever I need to do to help whatever organization I end up at.
How much does top-end speed change offenses?
I feel like it changed a lot. It puts fear in D coordinators and especially the DBs because you never know what to expect from a speed guy. You always think they're trying to run by you.
Outside of speed, when Scott Cochran playing your development at Alabama?
Cochran was a great guy. He always, we developed relationships with him as players and, as a strength coach, he was somebody that you can always go and talk to about anything. And he made sure he found a way to get the best out of each and every player in the program.
Maybe there's going to be a Joe Burrow versus Tua debate, I'm sure at some point coming out of this. Can you just weigh in on your feelings about Tua?
I feel like Tua's a great player overall, a great man. He's a great leader for the team. He made us better. He never shied away from any competition. And once it comes down to it, the organizations have to make their decision on who they feel is going to be the best for them. But all credit to Joe too. Him and Tua are both great guys. They did great things over there at LSU. He had a great, exceptional season. So I'm not gonna, pick one guy for the other. But they're both great guys. And like I said, Tua was he was a great leader, a great teammate, and even after the injury, he was always around, lifting up the team.
His leadership or his physical traits more important to team success?
Both played a big role. His leadership always made us better. It never let us, slack off in practice, and I would say that honestly made us better as a team.
Were you surprised about Najee Harris returning back?
I was kind of surprised. He's not a guy that does a lot of talking. So with his decision, it was a low key thing, and he didn't really too much talk about it. It was just something that you just had to find out yourself.
Jerry Jeudy was trying to use goofy. He said how to keep things light. Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, I mean, I try not to be too uptight all the time. You know, when it's time to work, it's time to work. But a lot of the times when we sit in the room, we're gonna make jokes about it and everything. We always try to find something that we do bad on film and try to bash each other and joke on each other. But that's gonna ultimately make you better because we know the relationship that we have is nothing personal.
I'll ask you to describe him.
The same, goofy. I mean, he always want to joke. All he want to do is dance. And him and Zig, the Florida boys, all they do is dance and joke on each other. So, I mean, it's fun.
Can they dance?
I mean, it's a different style of dancing. But, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Henry, I've heard Jason also.
Yeah, it's a play in was the SEC Championship Georgia game. You can see him in the back. He's dancing behind Jalen when he scored a touchdown. I mean, so that just tells the kind of player that the kind of guy that he is and his character.
There was a video on social media that surfaced that you racing against the Alabama defensive backs as wide receivers. Just what do you remember from that race and kind of that play out?
It was always a talk because we know the receivers are the fastest group on the team. We know that nobody can compete with us, you know, collectively as a group. But the DBs always talk about track, you know, track speed this, track speed is different. So it was like, I mean, if that's what y'all want to do, let's go out on the track and do it. And it took, honestly, that race took about an hour and 30 minutes to set up. We had the receivers, we out there on the track, and I mean, the DB group, they couldn't decide what for they wanted to run. But ultimately, you know, they were like, we got to wait on Diggs, and Diggs came out there and Jeudy blew him out the water. So it was a dead race from the start.
How much do you pay attention to all the
I don't pay too much attention to it. I don't really get caught up in the media things or the expectations. I just know that I'm going in what kind of player I am and what I want to be known for. So if I was to look for anything, I look for the negative things that people say.
What was it like, playing with Jerry Jeudy all these years, and now all of a sudden you find yourself on the same stage, the same combine, potentially both first-round picks on that?
I mean, it was a great experience. Like I said, it just made you better as a person and as a player because you had to take advantage of each and every opportunity. Like I said, you can have a game where you have 2 catches, you can have a game where you have 30 catches. You never know. But I mean, ultimately, Jeudy's my brother, and now that we're on the same stage, we are competing against each other. But like I said, we're brothers, so that competition is only going to make us better.
And how would you say your game compares to his? And what would you say are the differences in your games and maybe the similarities?
I'm not gonna compare us too much because, like I said, that's my brother. I have nothing against him. He's a great player. He's a great all-around receiver, and like I said, I want to be the same. So that's for the scouts and the organization to decide.